And here's our audience.
There you are. Happy as can be.
All right. Well, I've been in tech for about 20 years, and I've talked with a lot of different techs about different things. There's essentially two things that really matter to us. One, printers. We hate them. They're terrible. It just doesn't matter where you go, printers are terrible. Number two, of course, is data. Other people's data is usually what we're worried about because we have to back up your data. If we don't back up your data and it gets lost, there's usually awkward moments. We try to leave those out of IT. So a lot of times we back up your data, sometimes twice. It's just that important. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to go about backing up the data, where it's stored. So what type of data are we backing up? Also, where do we store our data? What are some of the risks that data has? So how do we lose it? And of course, how do we back it up? That's the most important thing, obviously. A couple of things. The different things that we have, obviously there's business documents and personal documents. Some of us have legal documents, wills, those sort of things which are important. Our tax documents obviously are important. We may have our favorite short story that we're writing. We don't really want that to get deleted in schoolwork. All those things can happen. Well, a lot of people, the most important thing is their pictures. I know with my wife, no pictures, that would be a problem. So obviously we back that up as well. But obviously everyone has a lot of different data, and these days 69.9% of people are willing to pay $50 or more just to recover their data. They have data that's just worth that. Last year in 2015, or 2018, only 15% of people were wanting to pay that much. So it's obviously gone up. Where do we store all that data? A lot of people, obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is computers, desktop, laptops. When you ask them, did you back up your data? That's the first thing they think of. But there's a lot of other places that we keep our data. There's on our phones, our tablets. A lot of people have pictures on their phones and their tablets. Obviously cameras, there's an SD card, a lot of data. USB drives, sometimes data gets on there. USB drives disappear. People find them later on and find out they had data. And other people don't think about is websites. A lot of times you go there, you enter data, and sometimes it's unique data, and you don't know how to get it back because you don't know where it went. So obviously there's a lot of different locations that we can store data. And unfortunately there's also a lot of different ways that we can lose data. As you can see, there's quite a list of different ways. In 2019, 67% of data loss was actually caused by hard drive failure. And unfortunately, if you're a small business and you suffer a large data loss, 70% of the small businesses that have a large data loss will fail within the next year. Data is just critical. Obviously, and both of those sources are actually from HealthNet Security this year, and 14%, thankfully, is human error. So thankfully, we're not usually to blame. It's usually going to be a hardware issue. 10% is actually a software issue. But obviously, you can have Mother Nature, tornadoes, especially around here, hurricanes, floods, those sort of things, and you lose your password. Those are one of the human error issues as well. So we have all of these different ways that we can lose our data. What are some of the ways that we can protect? According to Consultech in 2019, 38% of the population uses hard drives. This is an external hard drive, USB drive. This is NAS storage, which is kind of like a hard drive server. More businesses would use it than home users. And then 58% of the population uses some kind of cloud backup. Google Photos, Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox. The great thing is, all of these are relatively inexpensive. External hard drives, you can get a terabyte for less than $100. Jump drive, the same thing. So, and relatively speaking, if you're keeping them in multiple locations, they're a safe thing. If there's a tornado and all of your data is in your house, that may not be the best thing. That's why a lot of people do choose to use the cloud. Google Photos is free. It will back up all your pictures for free. It's an app on your phone, app on your tablet, app on your computer. You can back up all their stuff. Microsoft OneDrive, the same thing, as well as Dropbox. Any and all of them will back up your stuff. Google Drive, as well as Google Photos, have a certain amount free, more than the other ones. But if you run out of space, you can always pay, and it's a relatively nominal fee for a little bit more data. It's just really easy to back up your data. It's a really important thing. As you can tell, we obviously have a lot of different things in our data. Hopefully, we were supposed to live in a paperless society. That was the promise. Obviously, we don't. We have a lot of paper, but unfortunately, most of our data is really in ones and zeros. It is a digital world. There's still a lot of paper, but most of our important things are now on computers or in electronic form. And a lot of that is irreplaceable. It's really valuable, and unfortunately, it can't be acquired or remade. So that's why, as I said, as a tech, we back it up, sometimes twice. And you, as a consumer, as a person, essentially have important data as well, and it's so easy to back it up that you should back it up. And that's about it.